The Russian Navy is stepping up patrols in the Arctic after reinstating a key military base there. Rough seas, freezing weather and long missions a tough test for even the most experienced sailors. So spend a thought for RT's Murad Gazdiev on board one of Russia's northern frontier warships.
It takes a special kind of person to make a living out at sea. It takes another to do so in the vanguard of the Arctic, the North Fleet.
My father and both of my grandfathers were officers. My great-grandfather was an officer, and even my great-great-grandfather was an officer in the Tsar's army. So I'm a fifth-generation officer.
The sea, it may seem, is in Victor's blood. But even for him, service has its hardships. Near total isolation, the constant stress of duty and months of separation from loved ones take their toll. Victor, for example, saw his daughter for the first time when she was 7 months old.
Of course I miss my family and they miss me, especially when we go on long and difficult deployments. But all said and done, my wife knew what she was getting into.
But it's not all sacrifice. Service in the Arctic is a badge of honor. The North Fleet is young by European standards, but proud as any navy. From Peter the Great, who founded the Russian fleet, to the admirals throughout the centuries, they all helped shape what would become the North Fleet. It is by far the most powerful of its domestic counterparts and one of the strongest navies in the world, complete with its own air force, troops, and even cities. In fact, almost every new ship commissioned by the Russian Navy is sent for sea trials in the North Fleet. The logic is that if it can pass the brutal test of the Arctic, it'll be ready for almost anything Mother Nature throws its way. But hulls and hardware are only part of the equation.
The crew, as they say, is one big family. If there's no friendship, nothing to bind them together, then you can't succeed. The ship won't be able to carry out its mission.
Due to its proximity to the Arctic and sheer size, the North Fleet has been forced to evolve its own way of life, one based on a delicate blend of tradition, discipline and fellowship, a mix that will be tested to the limit as the North Fleet is called upon to protect Russia's interests in the Arctic, a region that just a few decades ago no one cared for, but that is now sought by a growing list of claimants. Murad Gazdiev, RT, aboard the Admiral Levchenko.